Most people will never notice the war happening inside them, not because the war isn't real, but because it's been normalized. Every glance you drop, every laugh you fake, every time you hesitate to speak, move, or ask, your nervous system is choosing survival over power. You think you're being polite. You think you're being social. What you're really doing is submitting. And the worst part, you don't even know it. These 7 psychological weapons aren't tips. They're not confidence tricks. They are counter-programming. Rituals that cut straight through the nervous system and teach your brain one thing: stop flinching. Each hack strikes the nervous system at its core, where fear hides, where shame lives, where submission is learned. You will feel resistance. That's the test. If you lean in, your mind changes form. The people around you, they'll start shifting. They'll talk slower. They'll wait for your reactions. Some will fear you. Some will follow you, but all of them will feel you. Because after this, you don't enter rooms the same. You bend them. Hack 1. Gaze lock. A psychological dominance ritual designed to override social submission patterns by mastering unbroken eye contact. Gaze is primal. It triggers threat detection in the amygdala. Most people look away, not because they want to, but because their nervous system flinches before their will can act. Gaze mastery flips that biology. It turns you into a silent signal of danger. Execution. Start with 5 minutes of mirror training daily. Stare directly into your own eyes without expression, without blinking more than necessary. Track every micro reaction, any flinch, twitch, or urge to look away. Override it, then upgrade to strangers. Choose 5 new people every day. Hold unbroken eye contact for 3 full seconds. Expressionless. In conversations, lock in 67% eye contact. Let them look away first. Maintain a neutral or slightly intense gaze. Practice during phone calls. Stare at a fixed point as if seeing them. This locks your facial muscles into stillness. Result: after 7 days, you'll feel a shift. People will glance at you and immediately look down. Conversation partners will start stuttering. You'll gain non-verbal control over rooms. Your internal pressure tolerance increases. The more you stare, the less anything shakes you. You're not just looking, you're commanding. Hack 2. Stonewall Pause. This is where silence becomes a weapon. You eliminate the one thing most people can't live without: reaction. No smiles, no blinks, no instant answers. Just the kind of silence that bends time and shatters social patterns. When someone speaks to you, you wait. 3 seconds. 5 if needed. You say nothing. You do nothing. You let the silence become heavy. And then you speak, slowly, clearly, with full control. Execution. Start by creating triggers for yourself. Any question, request, or sudden confrontation becomes your cue to freeze. Internally count 1, 2, 3, while holding steady eye contact. Breathe slow. Do not flinch. When you're ready, respond with as few words as possible. No justifying, no softening, no smiling. Begin practicing this in text too. Delay your replies. Remove emojis. Use dots and gaps. In physical settings, rehearse with mirrors, then graduate to real conversations. Advance to high-pressure environments. Job interviews, negotiations, arguments. Let your pauses make others uncomfortable. You're rewiring your amygdala's fear response. You're building calm under threat. You're training the prefrontal cortex to override emotional panic with tactical silence. This is discomfort conditioning at the neural level. Results: people will start fearing your responses before you speak. Your delay will become a signal of judgment. They'll project power onto your pauses, wondering what you're thinking, recalibrating themselves mid-conversation. You'll notice something else: compliance. They'll soften, over-explain, or backtrack just to fill your silence. Their uncertainty becomes your leverage. Your silence becomes dominance. You become untouchable, not because you're loud, but because you're unreadable. Hack 3. Shadow Step Ritual. This is the art of controlled invisibility. You train yourself to exit emotional noise, slip beneath perception, and move through environments without leaving an energetic trace. You're not avoiding people. You're studying them without being seen. You strip down your presence to 0 friction, no energy leaks, no reactions, just pure internal stillness while the world burns around you. Execution. Begin in crowded places, malls, cave offices. Walk slowly with no urgency, shoulders down. Breathing low and controlled, no sudden movements. Avoid scanning rooms. Train peripheral vision instead. Don't try to be unnoticed. Just detach. Your goal isn't to be invisible. It's to become ungrabbable by energy. When someone speaks, you respond with softness, low volume, few words, no emotional hooks. You let their energy pass through you like smoke. In meetings or debates, speak only when necessary. And when you do, drop your voice deeper. Remove all highs and lows. Speak as if you already know the outcome. Practice this in digital form. Stop updating. Stop reacting. Watch others announce, post, and seek validation. You don't. You hold your moves in silence. In chats, say less. Use no exclamations. You become the ghost in the system. Results: people won't know how to read you. Some will be drawn to your absence. Others will fear it. You'll gain control in social dynamics because you are not hungry for space. They'll lean in, ask more, reveal more, and you, calm, unreadable, unbothered, will always be 3 steps ahead. The loud ones make noise. You make moves. Hack 4, silent room method. This hack turns silence into a psychological weapon. You enter a space and say nothing, not because you're shy, but because you're calculating. You're studying micro reactions, testing power balance, and bending the room without lifting a finger. In a world addicted to noise, your silence becomes a signal something dangerous is thinking. Execution: walk into the room, don't greet, don't explain, just sit. No phone, no twitching. Keep your spine straight and your eyes steady, not wide, not narrowed. If someone speaks to you, delay your reply by 2 seconds. Then respond slowly, without rising intonation. No small talk, no filler. You speak as if you already know what they're trying to hide. Breathe from the diaphragm. Keep your hands still. Let others fill the void, because they will. Most can't survive the pressure of silence. Their subconscious will start revealing everything. Their weaknesses, insecurities, attempts to dominate. You say little, but you control the pace. Now escalate, go 15-30 minutes daily in shared spaces without initiating anything. No reactions, no approvals, just presence. With time, people will begin adjusting to you. Rooms will shift, conversations will orbit. And you, by saying nothing, will start to own everything. Results: people will feel unsettled around you, and that's power. Your silence will force others to interpret, project, and overthink. You will spot patterns faster. Hear things that aren't said. See who seeks control, who seeks validation, who cracks first. In debates, your words will land harder. In groups, your presence will anchor the room. You've turned absence into dominance. Hack 5, neural replay technique. This drill hijacks your brain's memory system to hardwired dominance responses. Every social interaction becomes a battlefield recording, and every night you replay it like a soldier reviewing combat footage. You strip the emotion, you scan the moves, you reprogram the mind to react colder faster and sharper next time. Execution: each night, sit in total silence. Close your eyes, rewind the day, choose one interaction where power shifted, positively or negatively. Don't escape it, replay it in full detail. Tone, timing, facial expressions, micro gestures. Feel your heartbeat rise. That's the resistance, that's your trigger. Now override. Revisualize the moment, but this time, rewrite your behavior. You didn't flinch. You didn't smile nervously. You didn't explain. You stared longer. You paused harder. You spoke slower. You reversed control. Do this 3 times. Burn it in. You are literally rebuilding the neural wiring around that memory. Then, zoom out. What was the power dynamic? What did they want? Where did you concede control? Write it down. 1 line, 1 brutal truth. Repeat nightly. Results: your brain will stop reacting emotionally in real time. It will start calculating. Over weeks, your neural pathways adapt. Emotional recall weakens. Tactical instinct strengthens. You become eerily calm under pressure. Words slow down. Eyes sharpen. And the people who once controlled the tempo start slipping. You don't just remember, you upgrade. Hack 6, the mirror freeze protocol. This isn't about self-love. It's about psychological hardening. You're not gazing to admire. You're staring to dominate. Yourself first. Execution: stand in front of a mirror, full body if possible. Neutral lighting, no distractions. Set a timer for 10 minutes. No music, no sounds, just your reflection and silence. Stare directly into your own eyes. No blinking, no adjusting, no twitching. Let your face go blank. Keep your arms at your sides. Don't react to what you see. Just observe. You'll feel discomfort, shame, anger, That's your subconscious pulling your strings. Now breathe shallow. Keep your chest still. Focus all tension behind your eyes. Let the gaze burn. When your mind starts screaming, hold. When you want to smirk or adjust, hold. You're not looking at your reflection. You're confronting the performance you've worn for years. As the minutes pass, your facial micro-expressions begin to vanish. Identity dissolves. What's left is raw presence. Your brain, especially the anterior cingulate cortex, starts rewriting how it processes threat, self-awareness, and emotional regulation. Do this nightly. Push to 15 minutes. When you can stare into yourself without emotion, without twitching, without escaping, you've started to master control under pressure. Result, you'll notice it first in conversations. People will look away first. They'll stutter under your gaze. Your stillness will make others restless. No fake confidence. Just calibrated, icy calm. You'll begin to radiate unspoken authority. Not because you talk more, but because you've stared into the storm and never flinched. Hack 7, the Rejection Rewire. This isn't about feeling better. It's about becoming untouchable. You don't escape rejection. You rewire your brain to feed on it. Execution. Pick the one thing you avoid. Messaging someone important, pitching your idea, asking for what you deserve. That one interaction where the risk of hearing no paralyzes you. Now script the worst case response. Imagine it in brutal detail. Mocking tone, silent judgment, public failure. Sit with it, feel it. Let your nervous system trigger, then write it down word for word. Read it out loud twice. Now comes the drill. For the next 7 days, you'll hunt rejection deliberately. Message 5 people per day. Bosses, strangers, authority figures, with requests that stretch your comfort zone. Each request must have a 50% or higher chance of getting denied. Record each response. If they reject you, note the exact phrasing. If they ignore you, count it as a win. If they say yes, raise the bar. You're not chasing approval. You're conditioning your amygdala to stop interpreting rejection as threat. Each failed attempt becomes neural insulation. As discomfort floods your system, your prefrontal cortex adapts. The pain signal weakens, pattern rewires, rejection becomes data, then fuel. On day 4 or 5, you'll feel it numbness to judgment, like social shame can't find a grip anymore. That's when power creeps in. You stop editing your voice. You stop negotiating with fear. Result, your energy becomes unpredictable, risky, alive. You enter conversations without hesitation. In negotiations, you ask for more. In rooms full of people, you become the one who moves first. While others calculate how to avoid embarrassment, you've already taken the hit and stood taller. You no longer fear doors closing. You learn how to break them open. This isn't confidence, it's rejection-induced dominance. The neural reinforcement, this is not motivation. This is reprogramming. A4, weak psychological assault designed to fracture your current identity and rebuild it with tactical precision. Each week will target specific mental weaknesses and force neurological rewiring through controlled intensity. You don't need permission. You need protocol. Begin tonight. Week 1, nerve exposure phase. You will isolate every comfort reflex. Train your nervous system to stop flinching at silence, eye contact, boredom, and perceived threats. Drills include the silent room ritual, Stonewall Pause, and gaze lock. Emotional resistance will spike. That's how you'll know it's working. Week 2, mental edge hardening. This week shifts from reaction to reinforcement. You'll weaponize focus, run the shadow step ritual daily, and start recording neural replays. No stimulation, no distractions. Your brain will fight back. Good. That's chemical proof the wiring is cracking. Week 3, identity bending protocol. Now we go deeper. This phase is where behavioral patterns are shattered. You'll alter your daily routine architecture, remove autopilot behaviors, and induce mini-identity crisis. Controlled disorientation is the goal. Old personas die, new structure rises. Week 4, precision control phase. You train your inner observer. Zero reactivity drills. Data, only thinking. Strategic silence. You learn to respond like a machine with human intuition. You're no longer the subject. You are the force acting on the room. Outro. You didn't watch this by accident. Something in you has always known. You weren't built for normal. You were wired for war, internal, psychological, relentless. Most people exist on default settings, chained to reactions, sleepwalking through emotional traps, terrified of silence, allergic to control. You just tore that script in half. This wasn't a lesson. This was the ignition switch. A new structure now grows behind your eyes, quiet, calculated, unshakable. From now on, rooms will feel colder when you enter. People won't know what changed, but they'll feel it. Because you didn't gain confidence. You removed weakness. You didn't become louder. You became sharper. And silence is no longer absence. It's the pressure you now carry. This wasn't a video. It was a weapon. And now it's inside you.